Hello again folks, it's a rather miserable wet, but I have to say typical Scottish day today, so the lighting's rubbish, but just going to try and do something on the worktop here. Going to show you some things I've just finished, including this, which is my German turn count marker. You'll remember I did the Russian one. The intention was always to do a German one. I think I actually started doing this first, but there's quite a bit more work involved in it, so that and the fact I wanted to take my Russians to a tournament meant this was put on the back burner. But as you can see, it's the Panzer itself, or the Panzer turret, sorry, is the turn counter, and everything else is just for character. You can see we have artillery crewmen, anti-tank crewmen, and then Gebirgsjäger, Panzer commanders, SS, Fallschirmjäger, and Wehrmacht. And they're all set against various backdrops. It's one of those projects I would call a Womble project. I just did it with whatever I had lying around, including the core construction, which is actually a spindle from a roll of Gale Force 9 barbed wire. The turret was a spare turret I had lying about from basically a mangled hull, a miscast hull. Now you can see a bit more detail on what's going on the ground here. The SS guys are in a swamp. Fallschirmjäger and Wehrmacht in an urban setting. These guys are in winter uniform, so the winter setting was appropriate, as it was for the Gebirgsjäger. You've got a little rock face behind them, they maybe want to climb up later on. But the concept is quite simple, and as I said, it was just a project with odds and ends, something I could pick up and put down in between painting all the big battalions. Something that keeps you fresh, stops you burning out, allows you to be creative. And it looks quite good as well. I think for the whole world of turn counters, there's so many things that you could do. Basically, the limits your own imagination and what you've got lying around. Here's a few other things. Got a lot of 88s on the go just now. And a little captured armoured car. This is going to be for a German security company that I've been wanting to do for ages. You can see I've done two different styles of camo on them, just for variety. Two different units. These ones obviously are on the trails. I'll get them based up. The half tracks, I've got quite a lot of this, where are we now? Seated crew kicking about, so they're going to end up in the half tracks. They're going to look nice and full. And these resin bases always look really nice. So they're coming along quite nice. And then today I've completed, except perhaps for some stowage, some German flame half tracks and some Stummels. The Stummel crew will get added later on. The half tracks are all ready to go. One thing that my friend asked me to do was to try and get up the look of smoke damage or flame damage on the hulls. So you can see, using pigments and some little streaks of black paint, where some of the flame mixture just before or after it fires would just drip on the hull, burn it a bit, run down a bit. I could maybe get it looking greasy, but I might just be taking it a bit too far. These guys have been done with the usual Tamiya acrylics. These guys need a bit of detailing, gloss varnish, a wash and some weathering, and then a hell of a lot of work on the basing. And then going back to the turn counter, it was done with Vallejo. And to be honest, the turret's been painted a few times, but I quite like the colour palette for Late War 3-tone camo, so I think I'm going to use that again myself. But there you go guys, my latest turn counter. Maybe give you some ideas for your own. As I said, you're just limited by what you've got lying around and your own imagination. Hope you enjoyed that, folks. Catch you next time.